Okay, so recently I've been more quiet, not because I'm angry or I'm ignoring you. I still smile and laugh and joke, and I've been pretty transparent when you ask me things now. I'm just identifying all the mechanisms in my mind. It's very, very interesting. Especially after taking the Bodhisattva vows, I've been paying more attention to that. So I find it difficult to just speak about what's inside here because I do a lot of work here, but I don't know how to just blare things out now. So I could explain a lot if you ask me certain questions specifically. I could tell you, oh, do you know that when you said this, there was anger? And yes, I know that there's anger there. So yeah. And I could be also catching things like, okay, this is attachment, this is anger. Oh, I'm behaving like a layperson now. Oh, I'm not talking properly. Oh, I have this, I have that. So I'm doing this stuff inside here. So recently I see how our daily practice actually help us in difficult situation. Then that's on the cushion and it helps me off the cushion. So I also noticed that if you do it on the cushion consistently, when it's off the cushion and you have difficult situations, you can actually use it. So what we do at the Abbey is like, I set my motivations before getting out of bed, and then I'll do my 3 prostrations before 3 steps. I stick to that. I started doing water bowls, so thank you, Venerable Hajo, for the water bowls. I read and study a little before we start our practice in the morning, so you know the practice in the morning. And then I consistently do sadhanas. So I'll retake the Bodhisattva vows and then do the Lam Rim or thought training meditation. So that's what I've been doing. So when I go to bed at night, I like to have gratitude and contentment, like may all have peace and proper place to live in, to sleep on. And I did my best to cultivate the 2 wings to benefit sentient beings today. I might have acted out in some ways that are not very kind. Okay, I will not try to do that again. And then I will just evaluate my day before I go to bed. So I was kind of sad when we failed the first water test. And then we did everything we could. And I was kind of like, tearing up, like, it's like, it felt really sad for me because the whole team was really onto it. And then Venerable has been telling us to meditate on karma. So I've been doing that on the cushion, like, okay, I want to create the cause to pass the water test. And then the next 2 days, we are going to do it again. And I'm like, I don't think we can do it now. And I'm like, okay, what is the cause that I'm creating when I say that I cannot again? It's like, oh, that's not a positive cause. Okay, so let's stay positive to create a positive effect. So after we do the test, Venerable Sotram drove me to drop off the water samples. And I was just reciting mantra throughout the whole thing. Because, when we do the sadhanas, we recite mantra, so it came automatically like, okay, just recite the mantra. And then at the same time, I was going to do some health scans. So it was like, oh, just a health scan, no problem. When I reached the radiology center, the big C word came out because the person started mentioning, oh, your mom has history of cancer. It's not even, the mind just went into the word cancer. It's not even about cats, compassion. It just, boom, cancer. And I'm like, uh-oh. And she starts saying, you should have done this 5 years ago. Wow, panic. And then they told me, okay, we are going to fast track you for certain scans now since you didn't do it before. Uh-oh, even worse. And then I start getting very anxious. So they are like, okay, we will leave you in a room. We'll go and prepare all the scans for you. So you'll be in the room here. We'll come back for you again. So I was really very panicky. And then part of my mind was still on the water samples. So it's like there's 2 parts of me that got me really shaky at that point of time. So they told me about certain scans that I have never done before. I've never heard of it. Maybe I only heard people saying about it before, but I've never witnessed it or tried it. So, and there wasn't any explanation yet. So yeah, dealing with the unknown. So when they left me alone, I just started doing like what we do in a meditation hall. So do deep breathing, calm the mind down first, and then ask myself, like, where is the panic in my body now? It's like I could see my hands started to shiver, and then I started pacing around the room because I was really scared. And I'm like, okay, wait, sit. Okay, let's breathe, calm the mind down. And then, what is my object of meditation? So I started thinking of visualizing Chenrezig or Guan Yin. I use Guan Yin as my object of meditation, so that popped up. And then after that, when the mind is more calm, I started using syllogism. Like, it feels really silly, like, okay, I'm going to die when I haven't even started the scan. So I'm like, that is so ridiculous. So I'm like, okay, drop that thing now. So, and then when we do our sadhana, one part of it is refuge and bodhicitta. So the thought arises like, okay, I'm only one person compared to 20 people in the Abbey, 220 people outside the Abbey, or even 2,000 people all over the world. So I'm just one person. Why am I grasping onto this fear? So I started thinking about all the people that are suffering, wars that are happening, and I just say, may you be well and happy. May you have the causes for happiness. Even at my last breath, I hope to give some happiness or peace to you all. And I always hold this belief that when there's something that's really big, or there's something that I'm really scared, or I hit a wall, is the golden opportunity to start practicing. It's like, okay, it's time to level up now. So I just relax and then go through all the scans, even though it took longer than expected, but okay, it went very smooth. There was no big C, thankfully, no cancer, no nothing. But there was another C that came out. It's called clarity. So it's like, I wanted to cultivate the two wings. I wanted to develop bodhicitta. There's no doubt about it anymore. It's like, I aspire to have this unshaken resolve, even though I don't have it now, but it's like, oh, I can do this now. So I could see what we do on the cushion, and consistent practice every day. It really helps when we are off the cushion. And then, another incident that really helped was now is the water results. So I could see the mind that's like, oh yeah, we passed the water results, and it went up. So you see the mind that's down when you fail and up when we pass. So it's the yo-yo mind again. So it's like, okay, it's up now, bring it back. I don't want it to go up and down. I want to keep it stable. So when it's really up, I have to think of impermanence. This will not last forever. So if I want my mind to be more stable, I cannot keep doing this up and down thing. It does not work at all. So I could see the mind that's getting clearer on things that I can be less tight, things that I cannot loosen, especially my precepts. Off and on the cushion is practice when I can keep watching the mind. So I'm really glad to be part of the water team. I learned a lot, not just technical skills, but also what Venerable taught then and is being imparted to me now. Like, when you walk around the garden, you do clockwise, you don't just zoom and do shortcuts. Or you don't email people that are just beside you just go up and talk to them. I have the habit of emailing because I fear. There's a lot of fear, so I would just email and then try to avoid. It does not work at all. So I'm trying to change all this. And I also take Venerable Damcho's words into heart. She told me before when I first came, Venerable Children told her before, the importance of consistent daily practice. And don't keep changing your sadhana. Your mind is that way today, you change your sadhana to fit that. Or your mind is the other way, you change your sadhana again. Sometimes you daydream, sometimes you do that. No. Keep it consistent, do the same thing again and again, and that will work. So I'm starting to see the benefits of that. So whether I'm traveling or when I'm at the Abbey, I still do the same sadhana, same practice, So I will just end with a poem that I thought of while cleaning Venable's cabin. So if you want some inspiration, you can do that. The window sills help. So no sentient beings are ultimately happy in samsara. Many times I had to pray to Tara. There are only sentient beings that are free from worry by using mind training daily. Graciela used to say that the longest journey from the head to the heart is that journey. I would now say the longest journey is from the head to the heart and to the hands. The strong determination to cultivate bodhicitta kept me on the path when I had no metta. For the benefit of all sentient beings, I vow to work for all your well-being.